Edward Connellan was a Central Australian pioneer. Born in Victoria in 1912, Connellan tried his hand at a number of things, but flying was his passion. Exploring business opportunities in Australia's remote Northern Territory in the 1930s, Connellan focused on cattle and then on establishing a much-needed airline to service the vast outback regions of the country. Registering Connellan Airways in the 1940s, the service became a vital lifeline for Central Australia and the top end for decades. By the 1970s, Edward's son Roger Connellan would follow in his father's footsteps and become a pilot for what would be renamed Connair. In January 1976, Connair hired UK-born pilot Colin Richard Forman. For 22-year-old Forman, it was his dream job and would be the happiest time of his life. But almost immediately, his personality traits and manner would become off-putting for colleagues and clients alike. 7 weeks into the job with Connair, an earlier criminal conviction for attempting to forge an airline ticket would finally catch up with Forman. He was dismissed from Connair. Forman soon found flying work in Wyndham, Western Australia, with Ord Air Charter, until again he was dismissed. Relocating to the Queensland city of Mount Isa, he could only find a smattering of work as a pilot. In a concerning statement made to an acquaintance in late 1976, Forman said, "If I don't get a job by Christmas, most of the world will know." Forman's behaviour became increasingly erratic and paranoid, believing that Roger Connellan may have notified the owners of Ord Air Charter of his forgery conviction and was responsible for his sacking. After trashing his one-bedroom flat and leaving a bizarre shrine of personal effects, including his trophy for coming top of his flight school, Forman left Mount Isa and drove 2,000 kilometres back to Wyndham. On the morning of Wednesday, the 5th of January, 1977, Colin Richard Forman accessed the Wyndham Airport and stole a Beechcraft Baron aircraft, registration Echo November Alpha. Taking off from the airport, Forman headed in a southerly direction. Shortly before 11 a.m, 8 employees of Connair, including Roger Connellan, were in the airline's administrative building at Alice Springs Airport when the tower received a radio message from Colin Forman. Echo November Alpha. It is better to die with honour than to live without it. The officers of Connair sustained a direct hit. Killed instantly in the explosion were engineers Mark Cittoni and William Dimmock, along with Roger Connellan. The 5 others in the building were badly injured in the blast and rushed to Alice Springs Hospital with serious burns. Colin Forman's headless body was found on the tarmac in front of the Connair hangars. The youngest of the injured victims, 19-year-old typist Liana Napi, had been flown to Royal Adelaide Hospital with critical burns injuries, but died 4 days after the attack on Connair, becoming the 4th fatal casualty from the incident. Connellan Airways would go on to suffer financial difficulties into the late 1970s until it was bought by East-West Airlines in 1980. Edward Connellan would die in his sleep on his remote cattle station at the age of 71 in 1983. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.